Welcome back to the One Collection channel. Today we've got some Magic, we've got some Pokemon. Now check out, when I picked these up from my local store, my local game store, my LGS, some say LIGS, I actually got extras, and they're all in their own little sleeve. So this is something I do, and it makes me feel good. I can't explain it. Maybe it's an addiction. Maybe I'm a hoarder. Maybe my ancestor was a squirrel who stored nuts. I don't really know, but I love doing that. It makes me feel like I have this treasure trove of stuff. Today I did want to talk to you about cannibalism. Tasty human flesh. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Now, you know, fish eat each other. There's animals all across the animal kingdom that feast upon their own kind. But today, I guess you can have this code card. I guess we'll do that. Today I want to talk to you about leaf energy. Now, I'm just going to go through here as I talk about eating flesh. Talk to you about, this is cool, it has like the trainer. I haven't really opened a lot of these, so I guess it took me off guard. A cool looking coughing as well. Today we're talking about YouTube channels cannibalizing others, and by what I mean is my Pokey Pull and Paint YouTube channel. I decided I was keeping up with painting a day, and then I realized, here's a good stuff. Hold on, we'll pause. Arvin, I don't know who he is, but this is his Toad School. We've got the Toad School, we've got the Squavit, and then we've got, okay, pretty cool, a Zapdos. Not like a full art or illustration rare or anything like that, but certainly a cool Pokemon, cool looking bird. But let's get right into our next one. And the thing that wasn't working, let's start with that, was that I wasn't really able to learn more about how to paint better. Which is something I wanted to do. The painting itself is kind of like a relaxing hobby of mine. So I'm trying to make it so that all of my hobbies are just kind of also beneficial for my YouTube channel. Well, you know, cranking out the paintings was working really well. I think the concept of having an eBay store and multiple, you know, social media outside of YouTube was also good, but TikTok, I'm like basically permanently shadow banned. So I decided I had an opportunity. Alright, hold on, we'll pause. Applin. Floatzel. That's a cute card. And Wobbuffet. I like Wobbuffet too, but I was hoping for an illustration rare, but that's okay. We've got another pack here. This is Innistrad. We've got Remastered. There's a couple things we can pull in here that are, I think, a serialized card. Meat Hook Massacre is a really good card that I know of, my friend is fond of. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what we get in here. Hopefully something really cool. But I decided I had the opportunity to take the painted cards I had and put them on this channel. So I am going to slowly convert. This is one of them. I painted over my signature bottom right for the other channel, and I put this channel signature on it. And, you know, this is a pretty sick card, if I don't say so my damn self. So I'm going to get that up there, and then people that want to support my channel can have a cool card like this. And then there's a couple I wasn't so fond of, so I don't need to include those. And it makes me really happy. In this way, I have something cool for the channel, just spider, nothing, spider insect, nothing crazy there. And I'll have, is this like a, maybe, wait, I think I have a single card from this set because I have that symbol. I don't know why I would only have one. I think it's a spider, maybe? I'm not 100% sure. Collective Brutality. Anyway, let me finish my thought and then we'll go through this. But I'm going to have these for my channel. That way I can get better and learn more. And that will make me happier in the long run. And that's what I'm about, is being happy. And then also bringing you guys something kind of cool. So it's a kill two birds with one stone. Or in this case, eat one YouTube channel with the other. Hashtag go cannibalism. So let's read this. We can go a little slower on this. Collective Brutality. Escalate. Draw a card. Choose one or more. That's just 2 mana, by the way. Target opponent reveals a hand. Their hand. You choose an instant or sorcery, and that player discards that card. Target creature gets -2/-2. Target opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. This is kind of a cool card because of how many options when I first read it, I'm like, well, other cards do that better, that top one, where you can just take any, you know, there's better than that. But this is 2 mana, and you get a lot of kind of dynamic options. Big fan of this. Not worthy of putting it in the one collection. Let's see. Necro Duality. Cool looking card. These poor Siamese zombies are, I feel like this is a terrible afterlife, but whenever a non-token zombie you control enters, create a token that's a copy of that creature. Okay, so if you're playing a zombie deck, this is gonna double you up. You're getting more zombies, which is a cool card. That's probably why it's mythic. Here you go. We've got a showcase, a hull, or a borderless is probably more accurate. Hullbreaker Horror. I like this card enough. First of all, look at the ship and the sea monster. I like this good enough. I would definitely put this in the collection had it been holographic for sure. So, Kraken Horror, it's a Kraken. I didn't realize that. I thought maybe they were going unique, but no, this is the Kraken. So, Flash, this spell can't be countered. Whenever you cast a spell, choose up to 1. Return target spell you don't control to its owner's hand. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. This is a really good card. I mean, it's 7/8. It does cost 7 mana, but those are big plays that it can pull off. So, you know, from a rookie's perspective, I like this card. Deathcap Glade. This land enters tapped unless you control other lands. This is just a good non-basic land. Shiny as well. Mushrooms and Trees. Bramble Worm. Interesting. This has a little tombstone in the top left. I'm not sure what's up with that. It has Reach and Trample, a 7/6. It's pretty big. It's 7 mana to cast this puppy. When this creature enters, you gain 5 life. Exile this card from your graveyard, you gain 5 life. Interesting. So it's just a big bad monster, but it can get you some life when you need it. Kind of a cool green deck card. Here's another one, also the tombstone up in the top. I don't know, you know, maybe is it, I was gonna say maybe it's like the old school style, but this one is kind of old school style as far as the border, but it doesn't have that little tombstone, so I don't really know what that is. Join the Dance. Create 2 1/1 white human creature tokens. Flashback. This, to me, I don't know why this is special, and this feels out of place in my deck of awesome. So let's keep going. We've got Imprisoned in the Moon. Enchantment Aura. 3 mana, enchant creature, land, or planeswalker. Enchanted permanent is a colorless land with tap to add mana, and loses all other card types and abilities. Okay, I guess this has a use, but kind of sucks, it seems like. What is this doing in this pack? Like, what are we doing with this land? Huh? Get out of here. Get out of here. Here's now a triangle in the top left corner. This is a set of puzzles from Magic the Gathering, it appears. I don't know what any of that means. This artifact enters Soul Cipher board with 3 omen counters on it. Dun dun dun! Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of them into your graveyard. Whenever a creature card is put into your graveyard from anywhere, remove an omen counter from this artifact. If it has no 3/2 counter omens on it, omen counters, transform it. Is there a card on the back? There is a card. What a weird thing. Sorry, I'm trying to speak. It was difficult. Creature flying 3/2. I guess that's what that means, transform, I guess. This creature can block only creatures with flying. I think a delta is this symbol upside down, and it means change in science. Maybe that's where they got that from. Weird that it can only block flying creatures. And then you can draw 2 cards, a 3/2. I don't know if this is that great of a card. I mean, that's quite the investment to get this puppy out of here, but still cool. I mean, I'm learning a new kind of card. Cobbled Lancer. This appears to be a horse body, a horse head with a human torso in between. So figure that one out. Zombie horse. As an additional cost to cast this spell, exile creature card from your graveyard. It's a 3/3. It's only 1 mana to cast, so this would be pretty easy for me to put in any deck I was building in a draft. Like, I'm just grabbing that right away. Savage Alliance. Instant. Escalate 1. Pay this cost for each mode chosen beyond the first. Okay, so choose 1 or more. So I guess you get 1 for free, like 1 for the regular mana cost. Creature target players control gain trample, OP. Savage Alliance deals 2 damage to target creature. Okay, that's pretty cool. Deals 1 damage to creature target opponent controls. So this is pretty useful. It's a low mana cost to stack those added effects. So I'd say this is a pretty good competitive card. Conduit of Storms. This card art is amazing. It's a lightning werewolf. It's interesting that it's a mountain type. Werewolf Horror. Whenever this creature attacks, add mountain energy at the beginning of your next main phase. Or maybe mountain mana is a way to say that. Transform this creature. Oh, snap. This just got way more interesting. And transform! Okay, disgusting. He is now an abomination. Conduit of Emrakul. Whenever this creature attacks, add 2 double colorless mana at the beginning of your next main phase this turn. Pretty cool. How did we do that? How do we transform? So it's 5 mana. That's kind of a high cost for this, but I guess if you needed it, you would use it. So it's kind of having like an extra ability. Aim high. We've got this man in the woods. We've got some demonic dragons in the background here chasing him. Untap target creature. It gets +2/+2 and gains reach until the end of turn. What a sick card. An instant, only 2 mana. I would love this in a deck. That'd be great. Butcher Ghoul. Now we're talking. This is a good-looking card. It's a common, although it is holographic. But I like this art on here. It makes me want to put it in the one collection. I'm not going to, but let's read it. 1/1 only. Undying. When this creature dies, if it had no +1/1 counters on it, return it to the battlefield under its control plus a 1/1. So it's just a rejuvenating. It's just a zombie. It just comes back from the dead. And then we've got, I think, our last card here, Battleground Geist. A creature flying, 5 mana to play, 3/3. Other spirits get 1/0. So let me go over, let's see, what's our favorite card we have here? If I had to pick, I mean, mechanically, I like pretty much all of them, but that's not really what my one collection is about. So, honestly, none of these are crazy enough, like no holographic mythic, no, like, borderless holographic. This is the only mythic we got, which it is a cool card for a zombie deck. This, I think, is pretty cool as well. I just wish it was a little more special, but maybe I'm overlooking, each set had its own type. This is obvious to me special. If this were hollow, I would throw this in here, but looking over all of it one more time, I think we're just going to enjoy the packs. So, that's it for today's episode. Remember, you're always welcome here, and I'll be getting into more shenanigans. Happy 4th of July, that's coming up tomorrow for me. That's when I'll be posting this video, and I'll probably be working all day on my own stuff because I have the day off, and that is as American as it gets. So, I'll see you next time.